Tanzania harbors a gemstone 1,000 times rarer than a diamond, and a lake so ancient its deepest waters have never breathed the modern atmosphere. And you had absolutely no idea because maps never told you any of it. Our journey begins 300 million years ago, long before the lines of our modern map were ever drawn. Tanzania's sealess basin rests on the ancient Karoo sediments, a deep geological archive dating from the late Carboniferous to the early Jurassic periods. This isn't just rock. It's a physical signature, an unshakable fingerprint of a lost world. This exact sequence is found in South Africa, India, and Antarctica. It is the tangible proof that these landmasses were once fused together as the supercontinent Gondwana, bound as one before the Earth's tectonic forces slowly and inexorably tore them apart. Even now, the ground of Tanzania carries the indelible echo of that original world, a silent witness to a time before the continents drifted. Speaking of what lies beneath, consider the Williamson diamond mine. It sits within the throat of a volcano that erupted with unimaginable fury 50 million years ago. This was no ordinary eruption. It tapped a magma conduit reaching more than 150 kilometers into the Earth's mantle, a cosmic elevator from the planet's interior. Diamonds, formed under crushing pressure in the deep Earth, were launched toward the surface like geological rockets. The mine is one of the only places on Earth where the planet essentially delivered its own treasure, blasting its most precious cargo into the reach of humanity. Now, picture yourself hiking through the Udzungwa Mountains. You would expect to climb for hours before the misty cloud forest begins, but here, the rules are broken. In a bizarre ecological anomaly, the cloud forest starts at just 300 meters above sea level. It is one of the lowest elevation montane forests on Earth. Ecologically, it makes no sense. It defies every known pattern of altitudinal zonation. And yet, there it is, a damp, ethereal oasis clinging to the hillside like a beautiful mistake that nature decided to keep, a relic of a cooler, wetter climate that has long since disappeared from the rest of the continent. To understand the scale of this land, consider that Switzerland is 41,285 square kilometers. The Sealess Game Reserve, now partially redesignated as Nyerere National Park, is larger than Switzerland. At 50,000 square kilometers, it stands as the largest protected area in all of Africa. This is a wilderness so vast it surpasses entire European nations, a realm of unfenced savanna, winding rivers, and immense biodiversity where the natural world operates on a scale that is almost impossible to comprehend. The park is home to Africa's largest elephant population, a testament to its effectiveness as a sanctuary. It is the last true stronghold for the African wild dog, a predator so social and efficient it is one of the continent's most endangered carnivores. Its waterways, fed by the Great Rufiji River, host the highest concentration of hippos and crocodiles on the planet. The Rufiji itself is a liquid artery, a lifeblood that pulses through this vast ecosystem. To explore this park is to step into a world untouched by the rapid development that has reshaped much of the continent. Yet, Tanzania's story isn't just about scale, it's also about rarity. In the hills of northern Tanzania, a violent geological process created a stone that is 1,000 times rarer than a diamond. This is tanzanite, a stunning blue-violet gemstone found exclusively in a tiny area at the foot of Mount Kilimanjaro. It is a one-location mineral, a treasure that exists nowhere else on Earth. Its color shifts in the light, a chameleon of the mineral world, prized by collectors and coveted by royalty. While tanzanite is a spectacular display of the Earth's fiery past, Lake Tanganyika is a window into its aquatic antiquity. This lake is a scientific marvel. It is the second oldest freshwater lake in the world, and its deepest waters have never been disturbed by the modern atmosphere. The water at its depths is ancient, isolated, and still. It is a time capsule, preserving conditions that existed millions of years ago. The lake's immense depth and age have created an evolutionary pressure cooker, a crucible of life unlike anywhere else. This unique ecosystem has driven the evolution of species that are found nowhere else. Over 300 species of cichlid fish thrive in its waters, a dazzling explosion of color and form. These are not just fish, they're a vibrant, living laboratory of evolutionary biology. Each species has adapted to a specific niche, a testament to the lake's ancient stability and its power to generate life. The diversity here rivals that of a tropical rainforest, all contained within the world's longest freshwater lake. The lake's waters also hide a prehistoric predator, the giant tiger fish, a creature of nightmares with razor-sharp, interlocking teeth that have earned it the moniker the fish of 1,000 casts. In the air above, the African fish eagle reigns supreme, its haunting cry echoing across the water. Below the surface, the entire ecosystem is governed by a delicate balance that has persisted for millennia. But Tanzania's geological canvas is not just about what lies on the surface. It is also about what rises from it. Mount Kilimanjaro is the highest peak in Africa, but it is also a geological paradox. It is a dormant volcano, a solitary giant that stands alone on the savanna. Its snow-capped peak, a stark contrast to the sun-baked plains below, is a potent symbol of the continent. It is a stratovolcano, built up over millennia by layers of lava and ash. Its three distinct volcanic cones, Kibo, Mawenzi, and Shira, tell a story of a complex volcanic history that shaped the landscape for thousands of years. And yet, the ice on Kilimanjaro is a vestige of a dying world. Its famous glaciers, once massive and permanent, are retreating at an alarming rate. Climatologists predict they could disappear entirely within the next few decades. They are a silent chronicle of a changing climate, a frozen library of the atmosphere that is quickly melting away. Seeing them is like watching a piece of history vanish in real time. To the west lies the Ngorongoro crater, the world's largest inactive, unbroken volcanic caldera. It is a natural amphitheater, a sanctuary of life contained within its steep walls. Here, the wildlife is so dense and so visible that it offers one of the most spectacular safari experiences on Earth. It is the Garden of Eden, a paradise where the struggle for life plays out in a contained, ancient bowl. And the story of human history is woven into this land. The Litoli footprints, preserved in volcanic ash, are the oldest known evidence of bipedal hominids. Walking across the savanna 3.6 million years ago, our ancestors left their mark in this land, a frozen moment of time that provides an intimate connection to our shared past. To the east, the island of Zanzibar offers a different kind of history, one of cultural fusion. Stone Town, with its labyrinthine alleys, is a living museum of Swahili culture, a blend of African, Arab, Indian, and European influences. It is a testament to the trade routes that connected East Africa to the rest of the world. The island's history is written in its architecture, its food, and its people. The scent of cloves, vanilla, and cinnamon hangs in the air, a nod to its days as a hub of the spice trade. The Zanzibar archipelago is not just about history, it is a natural wonderland. The coral reefs surrounding the islands are some of the most biologically diverse in the Indian Ocean. They are bustling underwater cities, teeming with life. The rare red colobus monkey, an endangered primate, is found only here, a living symbol of the archipelago's unique evolutionary path. Tanzania is also a land of contradictions. It is a country that is both intensely wild and profoundly human. Its national parks, like the Serengeti, host the greatest wildlife spectacle on Earth, the Great Migration. More than 1.5 million wildebeest and hundreds of thousands of zebras and gazelles make a circular journey in search of water and fresh grass, a cyclical odyssey of life and death that defines the ecosystem. The Serengeti's plains stretch as far as the eye can see, an expanse of golden grass under a vast, open sky, a symbol of the untamed heart of Africa. But this untamed heart also depends on the people who live here. The Maasai are the guardians of the land, their identity and culture intertwined with the environment. They are nomadic pastoralists who have lived in harmony with the wildlife for centuries. Their vibrant culture, with its distinctive dress, song, and dance, adds a human dimension to the wild landscape. Their traditional knowledge is a crucial element in conservation, a deep understanding of the rhythms of the natural world that predates modern ecological science. The country's economic landscape is also shifting. The discovery of vast natural gas reserves off its southern coast marks a new chapter, a transformation from a resource-based economy to a more complex industrial future. This is a profound shift, a move from exporting raw materials to generating energy for its own development, a step toward economic independence. The challenge is to manage these resources sustainably, to ensure that the economic benefit does not come at the cost of the environmental treasures that make Tanzania so special. Mining is a major driver of the economy, but it is a double-edged sword. It provides jobs and revenue, but it also brings significant environmental challenges. Yet, Tanzania is also pioneering conservation, implementing community-based models that empower local communities. This is a paradigm shift in how conservation is approached, moving away from the fortress conservation model to one of shared responsibility. It is a delicate dance between economic development and environmental protection, between the short-term need for resources and the long-term imperative to preserve its natural heritage. The skies above Tanzania tell a story of their own. Ngorongoro is one of the best places to witness the dramatic power of African thunderstorms. Lightning storms that illuminate the dark continent with an almost supernatural glow. But it is also a place for stargazing. The clear, unpolluted skies reveal a cosmic tapestry of stars and galaxies that is impossible to see in the light-polluted cities of the world. It is a place where the ancient stories of the Maasai, who see the Milky Way as the road of the gods, come alive under the canopy of the heavens. Tourism is the lifeblood of the country, the most effective way to protect its unique ecosystem. The most memorable experience you can have in Tanzania is a hot air balloon safari over the Serengeti, drifting silently over the vast plains as the sun rises. It is a perspective that few have, a bird's-eye view of the greatest wildlife spectacle on Earth. The wildebeest migration is a river of life, a constant flow of hooves and horns that reshapes the landscape as it moves. It is the single most important event in the Tanzanian ecosystem, a cyclical drama that plays out year after year. Tanzania is the ultimate ecological masterpiece, a land of life, resilience, and ancient secrets. From the near-extinct black rhino, finding refuge in the protected areas, to the rare tree hyrax that hides in the mountain forests, every corner of this land is filled with the tenacity of life. It is a land of extremes, of breathtaking beauty and profound challenge. And now, as a new dawn breaks over the Serengeti, the cycle of life and death begins anew. The struggles of the day begin, the hunt, the escape, the survival. Tanzania is a grand stage, a theater of life where the drama plays out every single day. It is a land where history, nature, and humanity converge, a place that will forever leave its mark on your soul.